Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Harry Howard Talks. I am a host, but we also have another fellow TV host. She's also a commercial spokesperson and one of the top instructors in LA to help all of us future hosts out there. Shannon O'Dowd.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm so relieved you're here.
Yeah.
We made it happen.
But we're going to start again. I'm going to just spin around to aim towards him because you've been mostly talking to him. So.
Where do you want me to spin?
Yeah, face me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then just glance over here as.
I'll just look at him most of the time. We're switching cameras, so we'll catch you on the
Okay.
Yeah. All right, I'm starting over.
Yeah.
How'd you like that intro?
I thought it was good. Nice job.
Nice. Do you
Yeah.
have any critique?
No.
Just kidding. Just
No.
kidding. All right, cool. Cool. I spoke to Jimmy Kimmel,
Nice.
and he told me I need to deepen my voice, so I'm working on that. Like
Oh, okay.
this. It sounds better on mics, he said.
It also gives you more gravitas.
Resetting clock. Here we go.
So he's right. All right. Good. All
I
right.
tell people to lower their
All right,
pitch all
let's
the
do it.
time.
Take it when you're ready.
Hey guys, welcome back to another. Again. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Harry Howard Talks. Now we all know me as a TV host, but Shannon O'Dowd is the master of TV hosting right here. She's an instructor, she's a commercial spokesperson, and an on-camera host.
I am.
And you know your craft really well.
Thank
You have
you.
a lot of experience.
I've been doing it for a little bit.
Just a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit.
I've been doing it for barely a little bit. You're doing a lot.
You're doing
of it.
great. You're doing great.
I'm doing about. And you have the ability to bring out the most dynamic and organic version of your clients on camera. That's a quote.
I think that is kind of my specialty. It is a little hard to explain maybe, but what I want to do is I want to have the person that walks around on the streets be the person that is in front of the camera. I don't want there to be any layer or protection or trying to present, which I feel like a lot of people feel like a camera's in front of them. All of a sudden they need to be a perfect version of themselves, and nobody wants to watch anybody be perfect. You know, it's all those little idiosyncrasies and those things that make you unique that are so watchable about people.
Exactly.
So bringing out somebody's authentic personality, what makes them really vibe, that's what I want to bring out.
Yeah, because if I was to be like, and we have Shannon O'Dowd, they'd be like, whoa, it's like so fake. You understand what I'm saying?
It is. But you know, I also think that was more the style at least when I was a child. Sorry, I'm hitting my mic.
Yeah.
When, you know, in the 80s, it was very kind of like, no, we're going to present. And the commercials were all like, and everything was so cheesy.
Yes.
So I think we have this idea ingrained in our head, but you know, with the advent of reality TV, everything has gotten much more natural and subtle. And that's what people want to see. And hosting is no different.
It's no different.
But you know what the great thing is because there has been kind of this evolution in programming, it also is opening up avenues for you don't need to look like a cookie cutter host anymore. You know, all types of people. Ethnicity, sizes, genders, it doesn't matter. Anybody can be a host. And I think that's really exciting.
Anybody can. And also wrote, you have the book, The Ultimate On-Camera Guidebook.
Yes, the ultimate
It's like
guidebook
the Bible
for
to on-camera hosting.
Yeah, ultimate guidebook for hosts, experts, and influencers. And that comes out on July 9th.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not even out yet.
It's available for pre-order on Amazon. It'll also be in Barnes & Noble and
Congrats.
in airports.
Airports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of cool.
Well, you know, the
bookstores.
stewardesses need it when they're talking about putting on your seatbelt.
I should have been
And the
more
safety
specific.
thing.
In the bookstores, in the airports. Yeah.
No. And so we'll get to what you've done, because what you're doing, not what you've done, because you're doing so much, but you have clients on the Today Show, Doctors, HDTV, Hallmark. Don't look at the flashcards too much, Harry.
It's okay, you're doing great. You're doing a
DIY,
list.
QVC, HSN, and other daytime talk shows.
Yeah.
And you think that you were able to help all these people find their own distinct voices. Is that?
I think so. You know, a lot of my clients are experts at something, whether they're doctors or interior designers or lawyers or whatever the case might be. And they're going on a lot of these shows talking about the latest design trend or court case or outbreak of some disease, and they have this amazing background of expertise, but how do you bring that background, come on to a television show, be telegenic, a word that I love.
Telegenic, yes.
And dynamic.
And dynamic.
And also break down what you do for a living in a way that anybody can understand the issue or whatever you're talking about. So yes.
It's cool.
And be really exciting to watch at the same time.
Exciting to
You got to be
watch.
dynamic, or else they're not going to have you on again.
This is really exciting to watch right now, I promise.
I hope so.
It is, yeah.
And a lot of hosts at one point were experts on shows. I mean, if you think about like Nate Berkus, he was on Oprah all the time, and then he got his own show. I mean, the examples go on and on.
It does.
But it's important to be a good guest. I hope I'm being a good guest right now. But if you're dynamic, people are going to want to have you back, and a recurring could maybe eventually lead to your own opportunity.
The Nielsen ratings are coming in. They're like A+. A+ guest.
I was sweating it.
Yelp.
I was
all of
rushing
it.
here.
I know.
I was
you made
stuck
it.
in traffic.
I didn't think we were going to be able to do it, but we did it. You know what? Because positive energy, that's also what good hosts do. They bring positive vibes.
Yes.
And we make it happen, you know?
Yeah. I
That's
got
how
in the
it works.
car and it said like 105, and it was like creeping up to 120. I'm like, no.
I know. Hey, you know what?
We're here.
You came in, you were like, you know what? Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. You know, you can't let them see you sweat.
Right? Can you see it? My spitting?
It's the weather. It's the weather.
I powdered before I got here.
Yeah. And so you were been a spokesperson on several national campaigns. A good host knows his grammar.
And good host can also laugh at himself.
I can't.
Because nobody talks perfectly. We flub all the time.
We do,
it's
right?
human nature.
Exactly.
And to be able to laugh at yourself and make it a beautiful mistake, I call it, that's a great skill of a
I'd rather
host.
have a beautiful mistake than make no mistakes.
Exactly, because people are going to remember that.
Beautiful
and they're gonna,
accidents.
Exactly. They're going to think you're human, it's going to be relatable, and they're going to feel like they have a relationship to you.
We are. We look like Homo sapiens on camera right now.
Yes, we do.
We do. And you were also on Nissan Office Max Discovery Toys. I remember that when I was a kid.
Yeah. Totally.
What do you think separate? I watch you in these, and you're really light. You're really easy to watch.
Oh, thank you.
You don't get too emotion. You're not too dry or too emotional. You're like at that perfect center. I feel like that's what it takes to be a commercial. Just having a normal conversation. Is that?
That's totally it.
That's it.
You just are yourself. I mean, I think that I was kind of blessed with being kind of wholesome and all-American looking, so I think that has helped me, though I don't believe that is the trend commercially right now.
It's not,
but kind of 10, 12 years ago when I was starting out, I think that really helped, that I looked
That
wholesome.
helped a lot.
And the fact that I kind of came in and I didn't put a lot onto my performance, I just shared the information in a way that I wanted to be helpful and not salesy. And I think that really is what was distinguishing me from maybe other people that went in the room, and maybe why I had some success.
You have, because you've booked a lot. You also act. You're also on Bold and the Beautiful, recurring.
Yeah, well, that's been a minute.
That was a minute.
That was a minute ago.
That was a minute ago.
Yes, I was Nurse Leslie Bennett on The Bold and the Beautiful.
It's awesome.
For like 7 months, but it was amazing. And then I went and did another show, and then the writer's strike happened, and it was a kind of an interesting time. And that's when I started getting into hosting.
That's when you got into the hosting.
Yeah.
So you can also act.
I can, but you know what is so interesting? I've gotten really lazy.
Really?
Because when you're hosting, you just get to be yourself.
I know.
I don't have to do anything.
Don't have to memorize.
But like, when
you
you're
have to memorize, but
acting,
it's different.
it's like this character work and like, what's my substitution? And am I honoring? The person that I'm portraying? And it's like a lot of this stuff that has to go into it. But when you're hosting, you're like, what am I doing? What am I saying?
Yeah.
I just have to be myself. Like, I love that. It's so much easier.
It is, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Being yourself.
For sure.
It's hard because when I first started, I always try to take on this like announcer type of role,
Yeah.
or try to be like hey guys, like my face would do like this, hey guys, welcome back to Harry. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like you were sassy.
Yeah,
You're like,
sassy
I
and
was doing
relaxed,
the
and I'm
sassy
just like,
thing.
hey guys, welcome back to Harry Howard Talks. It's so much natural,
Yeah.
easier to watch. You're like, I
Yeah.
can relate to this person.
Well, and you're also, it seems like naturally very energetic
Yes.
and charismatic.
Oh, thanks.
So if you pushed that,
Yes.
it might seem a little over the top.
Abrasive?
Or maybe saccharine if you push that.
Yes.
Because you already have kind of that natural
Got it.
effervescence.
Yeah.
I'm coaching him right now.
It's all right. You are the hosting coach whisperer.
Yeah, I could take that.
Hosting
I could take
whisperer.
that on. Yeah, I like it.
Except you
I'm
shouldn't
stealing
whisper.
that from you.
You shouldn't whisper though when you're talking. You should project.
No, you gotta, you gotta project a little bit.
So you're also known for your spot-on adjustments. Like you'll look and you figure out how do you figure out quickly enough to know what they need to adjust to better themselves as a host? Where do you think? Is that just an art? You can't even describe where it comes from. It's just an instinct.
I think so. And I know that sounds probably pretty like pompous or
No,
something.
no, not at all.
But I think that I have and I think it's a channel. I know that sounds probably whatever, but
Yeah.
like when I'm coaching somebody, I'm actually just like receiving information and somebody will walk in, I don't know them from Adam, and they'll start reading a copy and I'm like, no, you're like the funny girl. Like you are the girl
No.
that's like quirky and
Yes.
funny. Like, why are you trying to be this super professional, presentational? And they're like, yeah, that totally is me. And I'm like, I know, I can tell.
You can tell. I can tell it is you, right?
Like, I pick up these human kind of behavioral like indicators, and I'm like, no, this doesn't feel like it's aligned with who you really are. And that's where we really want to get you, because that's one thing that no one can do better than you is be you, obviously. Sounds so cliche, but it really is true. If you bring you to the table, no one can do that better.
And you know what's so funny is that your flaws make you more perfect to watch.
Yeah.
And it takes years for people to realize that your flaws actually bring the best out of you. I'm learning that I study with Ivana Chubbuck.
Oh yeah, she's great.
I'm in her master program.
Nice.
Intense. That's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah.
And she's like, no, your flaws is what makes you awesome.
Yeah. I 100% agree with you. Yeah. I mean, I am dorky and awkward and
great.
and
It's great.
I am willing to be that in front
Yes.
of all of you, and like I think that makes me more relatable.
I want to be dorky too. I don't want to be the popular guy when I'm
No.
being filmed. I want to be the quirky guy.
Yeah.
Who's trying to be cool.
Oh,
Or something
all
like
those
that.
layers.
Right?
Layers.
Layers. That's
Yeah.
what great talent is. Layers.
It's so funny. Is this one on a delay? Because it's so interesting. There's a monitor over
Oh,
here
yeah.
for you guys that don't know.
Oh no, the cameras are spot on.
Yeah,
They are.
it's interesting. I kind of walked and sat down. We started recording,
I
so I'm
know.
still like checking
Yeah.
everything out while we go along.
I know. It looks like we're doing the robot.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm like, wait, that was like 3 seconds ago.
I know. Right? Yeah.
Anyway, I digress.
What is time?
Yes. Oh
It
gosh,
is.
we're gonna get existential now.
We are.
Existential.
Hey, I like to get existential on the show.
Okay.
Good thoughts, good questions, great success.
I'm just really impressed with your set.
Yeah.
I think this place looks awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a thing for fancy furniture.
I think it's very fancy.
Yes. It
Yeah.
actually wasn't my choice.
No?
But
Well,
I'll take it.
your art department is on point.
It is on point. You feel
Yeah.
the marble.
Oh yeah.
It is.
That's very nice.
Yes.
And your own mugs with
Own
your
I know.
Harry, you've arrived when you have your name on a mug.
You do, right?
You really do.
I do.
Super impressed.
Thanks. I created that logo.
It's good.
Thanks.
It's good. Is
Yeah.
that LA? I hope so.
It is Los Angeles.
That would be weird if it was like Chicago
I know,
or something.
or Thailand. I was just there.
This is random.
Yeah.
How long have you lived in LA?
I'm from here.
What?
I know. I'm like an
He's
X-Man.
the one, everybody.
I am the one. I'm the prophecy.
Yes, you are an enigma.
I am. I'm one of a kind.
Okay. What
I'm like
part
a
of LA?
unicorn.
You are.
Yeah. The Valley.
The Valley. What part?
Sherman Oaks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I live in Lake Balboa.
Boo! Hashtag neighbors.
I love it.
Yeah, we
Very
do.
cool.
Same area. Yeah, the valley's
Yeah.
chill and quiet. Then you come to the city. It's like, whoa.
Whoa, I know. But at least it's not so hot here.
Yeah.
It's so hot over there. It was 108 yesterday.
Is that where you teach?
No, I teach in Hollywood.
You teach in Hollywood.
That was a good transition, ladies and gentlemen.
That
to
was.
getting me back
Segue.
on
We're all about
topic.
this. Good hosts know how to segue.
He really did. He used the conversation to get us to the next point. That was really good.
Yes.
I'll continue to do that. I hope it's not obnoxious.
No, you're doing great.
I teach at Killian's Workshop.
Yeah, which is
Hollywood.
the number one. Seriously, I'm not even saying this. Number one commercial class in the world.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
In the world. I was going to say
I'd
LA.
say for sure LA.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah.
Seriously though, I'm not even being sarcastic when I say that.
No, I wouldn't disagree with you. He is incredible. And talk about somebody who channels, that guy, awesome. Yeah. It's really, really cool.
And if you're there and you're working with him, that means that you must be at least in the top 10.
I must be kind of awesome, right?
No.
Like a little awesome? I think so.
Maybe too awesome.
I don't know.
That's
I've been
a flaw.
teaching.
That's a flaw. That's one of your flaws. I'm too awesome.
Too awesome. the struggle is real to be this awesome.
I know.
You know, I actually, I've been there since the beginning.
Yes.
He contacted me before he created his own studio and asked me to come on board. So I was kind of there for the whole beginning of it. And
The beginning, wow.
the beginning, it's great. I mean, he used to teach at another place, but this is his own studio. And I mean, he has just been doing incredible over there. So I teach about 4 to 5 classes a year. Usually it's on Thursday nights from 7:30 to 10. Again, it's
Great.
in Hollywood. And, you know, I teach all of the major areas of hosting that people will first kind of embark on and be able to work. So infomercials, shopping channel, entertainment, reality TV. I teach people how to use teleprompter.
Yes.
I bring in a hosting agent so they can kind of better understand the climate of what things are being cast and how to kind of position themselves in the marketplace. Because, ladies and gentlemen, again, is this my camera? If I'm going to talk to them, am I here?
There's your camera right
This is
there.
my, okay, so here I am.
Break the fourth wall. Boom.
I know that's your camera, and I know
Yeah.
what you're doing. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. This is your business. If you want to be a TV host, well, if you want to be an actor or any kind of talent on camera, you are the CEO of your own business, and you need to look at it like that. So understanding what you are, what you bring to the table, and how you fit into the marketplace, and how your packaging looks on your product. And that doesn't mean your haircut, but that it also includes your haircut, your materials, your reels, your headshots. Like, what does your product look like in the marketplace? Like, these are big things that people don't spend enough time on. They spend a lot of time on their craft, but you also are the CEO.
You're also the CEO.
Yeah.
So we are the board of directors right here.
Yeah, exactly. That was okay. I kind of took over there for a second.
No,
but
it's
that's
cool.
important. And like, I think
No,
if
you're
the
passionate about what you do.
I am, and it breaks my heart when I see these really incredibly talented people, and they don't have good business sense. And you know, and then they're spending years in jobs they don't want to be doing because they're not spending the time to run their business. So I do feel passionately about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you obviously are the primary source to this.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you know what you're doing. I mean, your clients would say you know what you're doing, and they all work a ton.
Well,
so.
you know, I mean, people have always asked me, like, was this something that came supernaturally to you? And I think I was always a really strong business person. I think I had some modicum of talent too that helped. But more than anything, I was like, where are the gaps? Where could I fit in? Like, how could I be a smart businesswoman in this industry? It's still an industry, and I think it's powerful to think that way.
It's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the only bad thing about this interview is that we have to wrap.
What?
Yeah, that was the only bad
We
thing
were
that happened.
just getting started and
I
having
know we
so
were.
much fun.
We were. That was the only thing because they're going to be like, it was a great interview, but you ended
Yeah,
too soon.
I know. Well, it was really fun,
So we
and
have to
it was kind
apologize.
of my fault. So
It's all right. Though.
Yeah.
It's all right because
Yeah.
our faults is what makes us the best, right?
yes, it was just like a little nugget of something.
Yes, it's all good. I'm so glad that we finally met. You made it.
Yeah.
We've been following each other on Instagram forever.
I love your stuff.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah, when you reached out, I was like, absolutely.
Yes.
I'm super excited.
Oh, great. Well, I love that you love my stuff.
I do. And I also do post, and you know this, a lot of coaching tips on my Instagram.
Yes.
I really wanted to use it as a free resource for people.
Oh, great.
So if you want like tips on nervousness or how to handle certain types of hosting auditions and commercial auditions, it's at the Shannon O'Dowd, and I always am posting stuff
Great.
there.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And we're going to be posting this interview.
I love it.
Look at that.
Yes.
Look at that. Well, thank you so much for watching Harry Howard. Whoa. That is a check on what I need to work on my hosting. Thank you so much for watching Harry Howard Talks. I hope this has been a wonderful lesson and conversation for you to listen to.
Bye.